Hello, beautiful friends. It's such a joy to have you here with me today. I hope you're ready because what we're about to dive into could truly be a turning point for your energy, your health, and even your happiness. So often we hear people say, "Oh, well, I'm just getting older. It's normal to slow down." But what if I told you it's not just about age? What if the real reason you're feeling stiff in the mornings, drained in the afternoons, or forgetful by evening isn't your age at all, but the foods you're unknowingly putting on your plate? There's a quiet truth many doctors never mention. Hidden sugars and sneaky carbohydrates have been slipping into our daily meals for years, even into foods we once trusted. And without realizing it, they sap our strength, fog our memory, inflame our joints, and leave us feeling older than we really are. But here's the empowering news. You can change it. You can start today. In today's video, I'm sharing 10 incredible foods, simple, wholesome, powerful, that have almost no carbs, no added sugars, and yet are packed with the kind of deep nourishment your body has been craving after 60. Foods that don't just feed you. They restore you. And trust me, it doesn't take an extreme diet or giving up everything you love. It just takes a few smart, loving choices each day. Choices that can help you move easier, think sharper, sleep deeper, and smile more often. So stay with me all the way through, because even just embracing one or two of these foods could light up your days with a new kind of energy and ease. Your best self isn't a thing of the past, my dear friend. It's still waiting inside you. And today, we're going to unlock it together. Hello, my dear friends. Have you ever paused for a moment and thought, why does my body react so differently to the foods I used to love? Maybe it's that slice of bread that now leaves you feeling heavy, or the little cookie that once was a treat, but now seems to rob you of your energy. The truth is, after 60, our bodies become wiser, but also more sensitive. The engine that once ran effortlessly now needs cleaner, more thoughtful fuel to keep humming beautifully. Imagine this. Your body is like a treasured garden you've nurtured for decades. When you were younger, a little storm or neglect didn't hurt much. But now it needs gentler care, richer soil, more intentional nourishment. When we continue to pour in processed sugars, sneaky carbohydrates, and foods that no longer serve us, it's like planting weeds in that beautiful, sacred garden. Slowly, silently, they choke the life out of it, leaving us feeling tired, foggy, and stiff. But here's the empowering part. You have the ability to change that. You have the power right here, right now, to nourish yourself in a way that honors every mile you've traveled and prepares you for so many more ahead. When we rethink food after 60, it's not about giving up joy. It's about trading short-lived pleasure for lasting vitality. It's about waking up with clarity, moving through your day with strength, feeling a lightness in your spirit that reminds you your best days aren't behind you. They're still unfolding, one beautiful choice at a time. And it all begins on your plate. There's something almost poetic about how the simplest, humblest foods often carry the deepest healing. For years, I underestimated cabbage. I thought of it as something bland, something you only used for coleslaw at backyard picnics. But as I moved into my 60s, my body started sending quiet signals. A little more bloating here, slower digestion there, a gut that just didn't feel as calm and comfortable as it once did. That's when cabbage found its way back into my kitchen and changed everything. Cabbage is truly one of nature's most underrated healers. It's packed with fiber, but it's a very gentle kind. The kind that doesn't upset your stomach, but quietly feeds the good bacteria that keep your gut thriving. And a healthy gut isn't just about digestion. It's deeply tied to your immune system, your mood, even your memory. Here's the beautiful part. Cabbage has almost zero carbohydrates and absolutely no added sugar. That means no blood sugar roller coasters, no crashes, no inflammation sneakily stealing your energy, vitamin C to protect your cells, vitamin K to strengthen your bones, antioxidants that fight against the slow creep of aging. It's all inside those crisp, beautiful layers. But maybe what I love most about cabbage is how simple it is to make delicious. Slice it thick, drizzle with a little olive oil, roast it until the edges turn golden and sweet. Or shred it raw, toss it with lemon juice and olive oil for a vibrant, crunchy salad that wakes up your whole plate. Cabbage doesn't ask much of you, just a little time, a little heat, and an open mind. And in return, it offers a body that feels lighter, a mind that feels sharper, and a life that moves with a little more grace. If you've been feeling like your digestion isn't what it used to be, or your energy dips more often than you'd like, don't reach for expensive supplements right away. Start simple. Start real. Start with something that your grandmother probably knew all along. Cabbage heals. There's something comforting about small things that carry big strength. That's how I feel every time I hold a handful of walnuts, tiny, rugged, unassuming, and yet inside, they're brimming with the kind of power every senior deserves. I first started paying serious attention to walnuts when a dear friend, a retired nutritionist, gave me a simple piece of advice. Feed your brain now, or it'll feed your worries later. It struck me. Because honestly, brain fog isn't just frustrating, it's scary. Forgetting appointments, losing track of simple tasks, feeling that edge of sharpness fade, it's unsettling. But food can either fuel that decline or fiercely fight it. And walnuts are fierce little fighters. They're loaded with plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, precious anti-inflammatory warriors that protect your brain, reduce silent inflammation, and nourish memory pathways. They also deliver fiber, plant protein, magnesium, and antioxidants. The full package of brain-loving, heart-supporting nutrients without a single grain of added sugar. One small handful a day, about the size of your palm, is enough to start feeling the shift. I love adding chopped walnuts to my morning oatmeal, sprinkling them onto salads, or simply grabbing a few as a smart, satisfying snack. They're rich without being heavy, nourishing without being complicated. And here's a beautiful truth. Eating walnuts can also naturally help curb sugar cravings. Because when your brain feels nourished and steady, it doesn't scream for quick sugar fixes anymore. Walnuts aren't trendy. They're not flashy. They're steady, ancient, wise. Exactly the kind of strength I want backing me as I step into each new chapter of life. Feed your brain the way nature intended. And your future self, sharper, clearer, more vibrant, will thank you. Imagine waking up and feeling lighter, clearer, and more capable. Not just once in a while, but every single day. Now imagine that one of the simplest keys to that feeling is sitting quietly in your grocery store, overlooked by most. Spinach. I'll be honest, I used to think spinach was boring. A soggy side dish, something you ordered when you felt guilty about eating fries. But that small, unassuming leaf is actually one of nature's most powerful gifts to aging bodies. Spinach is packed with nutrients that your body craves more than ever after 60. It's rich in iron, which means your muscles get more oxygen and your brain stays sharp longer. It's full of magnesium, helping your body maintain steady blood pressure, calm your nerves, and avoid that wound-up feeling so many of us quietly battle. And with vitamins A, C, and K, it protects your bones, your vision, and your immune system, your body's frontline defense. The magic? Spinach does all of this with no sugar and virtually zero carbohydrates. It's pure healing in every bite. But here's what makes spinach a true hero. It's effortless to use. You don't have to prepare complicated meals. A handful in your scrambled eggs, a quick toss into a soup, a fistful blended into your morning smoothie. It's not about eating a giant salad every day. It's about weaving little threads of nourishment into your daily life. until one day you realize you feel stronger without even trying. I often think of spinach as a quiet caretaker. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't demand fancy recipes. It just does its work, rebuilding your energy, reinforcing your body, and reminding you that feeling good isn't reserved for the young. It's a right that belongs to you, now, today, always. If you're ready to feel it for yourself, start with spinach. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's one of the greatest acts of self-care you'll ever make. When we talk about strength after 60, most people think about big changes, new workout plans, expensive supplements, complicated diets. But sometimes real strength comes from the smallest, simplest habits. One of the most powerful? Plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Yogurt is yogurt, right? Wrong. Most yogurts on store shelves today are closer to dessert than health food, loaded with hidden sugars that quietly drain your energy and stress your digestion. But plain Greek yogurt, especially the full-fat kind, is a whole different story. It's thick, creamy, satisfying, and it's a powerhouse for aging bodies. First, it's rich in probiotics, those good bacteria your gut needs to stay balanced and strong. And let me tell you, a healthy gut after 60 is everything. Digestion, mood, immune system, all of it ties back to those tiny gut microbes. Second, it's packed with high-quality protein, essential for maintaining muscle mass, which keeps you independent, steady, and full of vitality. Muscles aren't just about strength, they're about freedom. The freedom to walk easily, lift groceries without struggle, hug your grandkids tightly. And here's the beautiful part. The healthy fats in full-fat Greek yogurt are exactly what your brain, hormones, and skin need to thrive. Forget the outdated fear of fat. The right fats, like those in Greek yogurt, are protective, nurturing, and absolutely necessary. Here's my favorite part. You get to customize it. Instead of sugary fruit on the bottom, you add your own beauty. Cinnamon for warmth, walnuts for crunch, maybe a tiny drizzle of golden olive oil for heart-healthy richness. Every spoonful becomes a small act of strength, a reminder that true health isn't found in fads. It's built slowly, lovingly, one nourishing choice at a time. If you've been looking for a way to support your gut, your muscles, your mind, and enjoy it too, Greek yogurt is calling your name. I have to admit, if someone had told me 20 years ago that sardines would become one of my favorite health foods, I would have laughed out loud. Back then, sardines just seemed old-fashioned, something my grandparents might have eaten, but surely not me. Fast forward to today, and I keep a steady supply of them in my pantry because I finally understand the quiet, incredible power packed into those little cans. Sardines are often overlooked, but they are one of nature's richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, those amazing nutrients that cool inflammation, protect the brain, and keep our hearts strong as we age. Unlike bigger fish like tuna or swordfish, sardines are very low in mercury, which makes them especially safe for seniors. But perhaps their most magical quality lies in their bones. Soft, tender, completely edible bones, loaded with calcium and vitamin D, two essentials for keeping our bones strong and resilient after 60. Eating sardines is like giving your skeleton a gift. Stronger hips, more stable knees, and wrists that stay sturdy for all the gardening, traveling, and hugging still ahead. They're also packed with clean, easily digestible protein, the fuel your muscles need to stay firm and functional. And let's not forget, sardines have virtually no carbs, no sugar, and they keep you feeling full without any energy crashes. If you're wondering how to get started without feeling overwhelmed, here's an easy tip. Mash them with a little Dijon mustard and spread over a crisp cucumber slice. Or toss them into a vibrant green salad with lemon vinaigrette. They're salty, savory, and so satisfying once you give them a chance. Choosing sardines is a quiet act of self-care, a reminder that sometimes the smallest things have the biggest impact. Don't let the humble can fool you. Inside is strength, vitality, and a whisper of wisdom from generations past. For too long, eggs have been misunderstood, demonized for their cholesterol, whispered about in diet circles, passed over for dry cereal or bland oatmeal. But today, science and common sense have both come around to confirm what wise grandmothers always knew. Eggs are one of the finest, most complete foods you can eat. Each egg is a marvel of high-quality protein, the kind your body immediately recognizes and puts to work repairing muscles, fueling metabolism, and keeping you steady and strong. And after 60, protein isn't just helpful, it's vital. It's what keeps your steps confident, your balance sure, and your independence intact. But it's the yolk, that rich golden center, that holds the real treasures. Choline for brain sharpness and memory. Vitamin D for bone strength and immune resilience. Vitamin A for keen eyesight. B vitamins for endless cellular energy. And guess what? All this comes wrapped in a package that's free of sugar, free of empty carbs, and full of true nourishment. Preparing eggs doesn't need to be fancy. A simple scrambled egg cooked low and slow with a knob of butter. A hard-boiled egg tucked into your lunch bag for a satisfying snack. Or a beautiful vegetable omelet that nourishes your body and lifts your spirit. Eggs are affordable, accessible, effortless. But most importantly, they remind us that food doesn't have to be complicated to be powerful. So the next time you crack open an egg, think of it as more than breakfast. Think of it as a simple act of strength, grace, and gratitude for all the amazing years your body has carried you through, and for all the vibrant years still to come. Close your eyes for a second and imagine a sun-drenched hillside in Italy, ancient olive trees, their silver-green leaves shimmering in the breeze. In that moment, a farmer picks a handful of olives, presses them gently, and what pours out isn't just oil, it's a golden elixir of life. Extra virgin olive oil is more than a kitchen ingredient. It's a healing tradition passed down through centuries. And for us, especially after 60, it's one of the greatest gifts nature offers. Rich in monounsaturated fats, olive oil soothes your heart and arteries like a gentle massage from within. It calms the fires of inflammation that quietly erode our joints and cloud our minds. It nourishes the skin from the inside out, giving back the soft glow that time sometimes tries to steal. And the best part, olive oil contains no sugar, no hidden carbs. Just clean, beautiful energy that flows through your body like a secret river of vitality. You don't need fancy recipes to reap its rewards. A simple drizzle over steamed greens, a glistening finish on a piece of grilled fish, even a teaspoon sipped slowly in the morning, like a gentle promise you make to your body. I will care for you. I will love you. But be choosy, dear friend. Look for true extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed, preferably from a trusted source. Real olive oil should smell alive, fresh, green, with a slight peppery kick at the back of your throat. That is the taste of healing. That is the taste of life. One spoonful a day isn't just a habit, it's a legacy. A way to nourish not just your body, but your future. Somewhere along the road, modern health advice made us fear flavor. Choose chicken breast, they said. Low fat, low flavor, low joy. But here's a truth that wise living teaches us after 60. Real nourishment doesn't come from blandness. It comes from embracing the richness of life. And that includes the beautiful, flavorful chicken thigh. Chicken thighs, with their tender, dark meat, offer not only more taste but more strength. They are packed with high-quality protein, the kind that builds muscles that keep you walking confidently, reaching easily, hugging deeply. They're rich in zinc, a mineral that guards your immune system like a loyal sentry. They're abundant in iron, keeping your energy vibrant and your cheeks touched with healthy color. And let's talk about the natural fat. That luscious layer under the skin isn't an enemy to fight, no. It's a treasure to embrace. It fuels your brain, protects your joints, and whispers to your hormones, you are still vibrant, you are still strong. Cooking them is almost an act of self-love. A sprinkle of herbs, a brush of olive oil, a hot oven. And soon your home is filled with the savory scent of comfort and vitality. Forget the dry, sad dinners. Forget the empty rules that drain the joy from our plates. After 60, we deserve meals that feel like a hug from the inside. Satisfying, sustaining, soulful. Every bite of a juicy chicken thigh is a reminder. You are still here, you are still strong, and you are still meant to savor every moment. Close your eyes and imagine scooping out the soft, buttery flesh of an avocado. That first creamy bite isn't just delicious. It's an embrace from nature itself, nourishing you from the inside out. Avocados are one of the most beautiful gifts to aging bodies, offering not just pleasure, but profound healing power. For decades, many of us were taught to fear fat, to strip it away from our plates in search of health. But science has taught us something wiser. It's not fat that's the enemy, it's the wrong kind of fat. And avocados are packed with the right kind, rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that strengthens your heart, protects your arteries, and keeps your skin soft and glowing. Avocados nourish you at every level. These healthy fats help lower bad LDL cholesterol, raise the good HDL cholesterol, and improve your body's ability to absorb critical vitamins like A, D, E, and K, nutrients essential for strong bones, sharp vision, and balanced energy. Beyond the fats, each creamy green spoonful delivers a wealth of potassium, even more than bananas, which supports healthy blood pressure, keeping your heart strong and steady as the years pass. Avocados are also rich in fiber, which feeds your good gut bacteria, stabilizes blood sugar, and leaves you feeling full and satisfied without a crash later. And let's not forget the emotional side of food. Eating an avocado is a small act of self-care. It's smooth, luxurious, comforting. It tells your body you matter. Your health, your joy, your energy, they are worth nurturing. The best part? Avocados are beautifully simple to enjoy. You can slice one open, sprinkle a little sea salt and lemon, and savor it right from the shell. You can mash it onto low-carb toast, blend it into a creamy smoothie, or cube it into a salad for a buttery burst of flavor. You don't need complicated recipes. You don't need expensive supplements. Sometimes the most powerful medicine is the simplest, biarchium. A perfectly ripe avocado, eaten slowly, gratefully, lovingly. When you invite avocados into your daily life, you're not just choosing a healthy food. You're choosing to honor your body's journey, to embrace the vibrant, nourished life that you deserve at every age. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing at the edge of a crystal-clear river, sunlight dancing on the surface, the water alive with energy and life. That's the feeling you're bringing into your body every time you enjoy a piece of wild-caught salmon. Wild salmon is not just another fish on the plate. It's a direct link to nature's purest, most powerful nutrition. Rich in essential omega-3 fatty acids, salmon works deep within your body, reducing inflammation that causes those morning aches, fueling brain clarity that makes conversations flow more easily, and lifting your spirit with a quiet, lasting energy. After age 60, our bodies crave not just calories, but quality. The kind of nourishment that strengthens memory, soothes tired joints, supports a healthy heart, and even brings a glow back to the skin. And wild-caught salmon delivers all of that in every forkful. Beyond the omega-3s, it's packed with high-quality, complete protein, the very building blocks of strong muscles and resilient bones. Every bite supports your balance, your posture, and your ability to keep doing the things you love. Whether that's gardening, traveling, or simply playing with your grandkids. Even the beautiful pink color tells a story. That color comes from astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that protects your skin from within, helping slow the visible signs of aging and keeping your natural vitality shining through. The best part? Preparing wild salmon can be effortless. A sprinkle of sea salt, a drizzle of olive oil, a squeeze of lemon, and a few minutes in a hot pan or oven, and you have a meal that feels luxurious but heals deeply. Every time you choose wild-caught salmon, you are making a loving investment in your future health. It's a choice that says, I'm not slowing down. I'm getting stronger, clearer, and more vibrant with every year. As we move through life, we are told so many stories about aging, about slowing down, about accepting less. But today, let's write a new story. One where each meal, each bite becomes an act of empowerment. Growing older is not about fading away. It's about feeding the fire inside you, nurturing your strength, and cherishing the incredible life you've built, one nourishing choice at a time. The foods we explored today, humble, healing, powerful, are here to remind you that it's never too late to feel more energized, more alive, more deeply connected to yourself. If even one idea today sparked hope or excitement in you, please take a second to like this video. It's a small way to say, yes, I'm choosing life, vitality, and joy. And it helps this community grow, reaching others who might just need that same encouragement today. And now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which food spoke to you the most? Maybe it's the creamy avocado waiting to love your heart, or the wild salmon ready to sharpen your mind. Share your thoughts, because your journey can be the inspiration someone else needs. And if you're looking for more gentle guidance, empowering health tips, and a space that celebrates this beautiful chapter of life, I warmly invite you to subscribe. Let's walk this path together, hand in hand, stronger and brighter with every step. Until next time, my beautiful friends, stay nourished, stay hopeful, and never forget, the best years of your life are still ahead of you.